to another episode of A Little Nosh with the Shoemakers, the show that very briefly explains the history of Jewish cuisine.
This episode, Kugel! Kugel is a dish with ancient origins dating back to the 13th century. The word itself is the German word for ball or sphere. What a Kugel is derives from the German word Kugeltopf,
Gesundheit,
meaning spear pot, describing a small round earthenware jar that was used in cooking.
Only the wealthiest homes could afford an oven in the Middle Ages. Most families cooked on the hearth over an open fire. Resourceful Jews took to steaming their bread dumplings in the Kugeltopf.
Bless you.
By floating the whole container on the top of their Sabbath soup or stew. As centuries passed, noodles, rice, and potatoes were substituted as a starch instead of bread.
As home ovens became popular, the kugel shifted from being steamed within the stew pot to being baked in a shallower pan and took on the familiar form we know today.
Judaism recognizes several different subgroups of kugels. Kugelim. Kugelot? Among these are Lakshenkugel, Lakshen being the Yiddish word for noodle. Sweet noodle kugel originated in Poland in the early 1800s as ingredients such as sugar, cinnamon, and dried fruits became more affordable and accessible to the masses.
What could be better than noodles and raisins?
No!
Yerushalmi kugel was created by 18th century Hasidic immigrants to Israel, who concocted a recipe for a sweet, savory kugel, including caramelized sugar, salt, and pepper.
No matter which kugel you like best,
And it had better be Bobby's Kugel.
kugel is a versatile dish for festival time or any time, since it can easily be made parif or even kosher for Passover. Matzah kugel! Thanks for joining us for a little Nosh with the Shoemakers.
Please join us for our next episode, when we'll explore another element of classic Jewish cuisine. Good night!
And good night.